What we try to do is we try to challenge what beer is, obviously, but we also want it to be somewhat accessible and drinkable. Like, you can't only do the crazy stuff. There needs to be a certain mix of, you want to buy it again, for instance.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Rivington Farm Trip, where we are here for the second inaugural speed dating sessions.
Last year we interviewed 10 breweries, so we thought we'd go one better this year, Chris, and interview 11.
Oh yes, we've been talking with breweries from all over the world, and we've even got them doing a bit of beer mat flipping courtesy of our sponsors at Mosaic Ballprint. But Paul, which brewery are we talking to today?
Today's brewery is
Elmeleven.
Okay, so we have a little bonus episode now. Paul has unfortunately had to go home, so I'm riding solo on this one. But I managed to find amongst the brewers and the trees, Anders from Elmeleven. So you were on our hit list. We were really keen to try and get you on this one. We sort of ran out of time yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I caught you a bit later on. I was like, any chance we could do tomorrow?
Yeah.
Now
Here we are.
Here we are. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Elmeleven.
Yeah.
Just give us a whistle-stop tour of your history, I guess.
Yeah. We're based out of Malmö in Sweden, south part of Sweden, close to Copenhagen. I guess we have been running since in its normal, in this operation, since 2019 or something like that. But it's been a little different, constellations and people. So, but since 2019, I would say. And we are, I guess, mainly famous for our smoothie sours. And but we also brew IPAs and stouts. So we don't do any lagers, but we try to keep our beers pretty expressive and yeah.
Yeah, so we've been asking for these sessions, we've been asking brewers to bring along something for the podcast, and what have we got here? Talk us through.
So we have one of our sours, smoothie sour, if you will. We call them pulp sours. That's our branding.
Okay.
It's a little bit like if you go into the supermarket and you buy your orange juice, right? You can buy with pulp and without.
Yes.
And so we do with pulp. So it's a beer with blackberry, blueberry, cardamom, and vanilla.
I mean, we're recording this fairly early on in the day, and it's just got that. It kind of makes me feel like I haven't missed breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. No, but we our beers are, I guess, more sweet than sour. So to call them proper sour beers, it's not really fair. So I would say sweet and sour beer.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Would be the better description. So with our beers and this one as well, we use unfermented fruit. So we keep the sweetness from the fruit in the beer. So the fruit is not fermented. So, and that makes it a little bit more smoothie, a bit more fresh in the fruits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we have been experimenting. Well, we experiment a lot with different flavorings, and lately I would say we have been trying out different spices. And we did one beer with Frontal, which was a stroopwafel beer.
Okay.
So it's this cookie that they have in the Netherlands, which is I don't want what you call it, wafers or something.
Yeah, sort of wafer.
Yeah, and it's caramel and cinnamon inside.
Oh, love it.
So, and that kind of sparked, it's pretty funny to do something with spices. So that's why we did this cardamom beer as a.
Yeah, I mean that it does add a little something to it. There's definitely it's something there.
In Sweden, it's pretty common to eat cardamom buns, cinnamon roll, but with the cardamom. So
okay.
So that's what we were trying to look at a little bit.
Yeah. So you guys are also you're very well known for your cream stouts and stuff as well.
Yeah. We call them, if we call the sours pulp, we call those melt.
Yeah.
Yeah, melt stouts. But it's a cream stout. It's more like a chocolate milkshake, or if you have ice cream and affogato, and you pour coffee over it, more or less.
Yeah. There was one that I had over Christmas. and
Yeah.
it was a coffee one.
Yeah, Cosmo World probably.
Yeah, that was it. And oh my god, it was it was so thick. I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, it's we were trying to we were a little bit like, what's the next thing in pastry stout, if you will, like, because there's so many, I don't know, chocolate and caramel, it's or coconut and chocolate, whatever, pastry stouts out there, and that's fine, they're good, right? But we were trying to also, what can we do to kind of do something else on a different angle? Like
Yes.
what we do on the sours, what can we do on the stouts? So, but there are some other breweries that have done the same. Like probably the most known is Adroit Theory.
Adroit Theory, yeah.
So
It is quite nice to see that start, because I mean, you if you're on social media or on Instagram and stuff, you see Adroit Theory doing their just a reel of a pour, and it's just enough to make you want to hop on the plane. And
but it's crazy, right? Like,
so it's great that there's actually breweries now that are dipping their toes into that. And
but as far as I know, I don't know, but I think they only sell it in their tap room to go as well in Crowlers. So I think we were pretty early, at least in Europe, to put it in can for resale. So that's pretty cool.
We were chatting with Daniel from Off User yesterday, and he said that they like to dabble in it as well.
Yeah.
But again, we're only really talking like Off User, Elmeleven. Those are really like the only.
Yeah, that I know, but who knows? But it's cool. Like, it's cool that it's a style that seems to be working. I mean, it's not for everyone. Like,
no,
it could be a little bit too like wacky. But
there's always the crowd that are very much that's not beer. You know, just let beer be beer. Stop messing with things. But you know what? Like, and we said it yesterday in one of our sessions. It's great when you're kind of doing something and you're pushing a bit of an innovation in beer, and it pulls in a different audience, which is kind of what you need to do. You can't just be constantly catering to, the lager or the hazy beer. Just
no. Like, what we try to do is like we try to challenge, like, what beer is, obviously, but we also want it to be somewhat accessible and drinkable. Like, you can't only do the crazy stuff, but there needs to be a certain mix of what you want to buy it again, for instance. But I think that's what we're working on. Really trying to challenge it.
It's funny you say that, actually, sort of about wanting to buy it again, because I was having a discussion the other day. We're talking about Untapped. And just the rating system on Untapped, it's so fucked to some degree. But like your smoothie sours and like cream stouts, I imagine they are pretty much because they're being bought by a very specific audience who are after that. They probably have a really high overall rating or average rating.
Yeah, like the cream stouts are a little bit difficult. We released them in several markets, and like the UK market, for instance, is very like mature in the very receptive to styles like that. But we release in other markets where I mean, maybe the development of craft beer hasn't come so far. So you can see a huge difference in the ratings depending on which market. So it's a little bit
I bet
up and down. It's a journey.
I bet Germany wanted a word.
There are some other as well. But Germany is one example, of course. And but the smoothie sours goes really well in most markets, I would say. But we've been working with sours for so many years now, and I guess, you always try to take a step up.
Sure.
And it pays off, I guess, in the ratings as well. But I mean, think what you want to Untapped, but for us, it's a really important tool, like to look for distributors to find us, or and to see the trends, like what's working, what's not. That's
the thing, man. It's almost like a necessary evil to
a little bit like that.
So you get a lot of brewers who moan about it, but they all check it.
So I mean, we can't live with it, but we can't live without it.
No, for sure.
No.
Obviously, your neck of the woods as well. You have Omnipollo. Omnipollo.
I think.
I just like omnipotent chicken, right?
Yes.
Do you have much of a relationship with those guys? Were they an inspiration, or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they still are. I mean, like for me, they do everything they do pretty damn good.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And it's not only the beers, like it's the total branding, the how they everything, their bars, they're so far ahead, like compared to us. Like obviously they have been going for much longer time, but yeah, for sure it's been a huge inspiration. And yeah, we know many in the team up there, Henrik and Carl as well. So
Yeah. You guys, I think we were just having a chat on the walk up to here. You don't have a tap room.
No, exactly. So yeah, we have a tap room, but we don't run any regular opening hours.
Yeah.
And we have what is called in Sweden a tasting license. So we can serve small pours only of our own beers. We can't take in guest beers, and that has to do with in Sweden you need to be able to serve alcohol in a bar. You need to have a varied food menu. So you need to serve hot food, and we don't have a restaurant. So. But there's a exception to that if you're a producer, which is this tasting license.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So we are open as often as we can.
Is there any limit as to how many tastings you can serve at that point, or
That
is it like-
depends on the on where it's decided on the city level.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different rules for.
It is.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. What's really stood out from doing these like speed dating sessions over the weekend and chatting to brewers from all over the world. It's like every country has their own little quirks of of their legislation or regulation. And like, I mean, Daniel from Offiusa was saying there's like some batshit crazy laws there, which kind of makes kind of craft beer sort of illegal, but no one's ever like been done for it as far as we're aware. But the guys in Canada are talking very much about like the liquor board licenses over there and stuff, which is.
Sweden also has a monopoly stores, so there's no like bottle shops like here.
Oh, really?
So the only place you can buy beer or alcohol over 3.5% is in state-run stores.
No way.
Yeah, so it's called Systembolaget. So they are all over Sweden. They have like 450 stores, but it's state-run. Yeah, so it's owned by the government. So you can't go to the supermarket and buy a bottle of wine or beer. So if it's not under 3.5, so
yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's both good and bad. But
I said, do you see that as a positive? I suppose it's weird for you because it's not different to you. It's just not always been like that.
I realize it sounds weird to people when they hear it. So, but Norway has it as well, and Finland as well, but in a slightly different configurations. But I mean, they're our biggest customer, our single biggest customer. So from that perspective, it's very good. But since it's state-run, it's kind of clunky to work with.
Yeah.
The time to release a beer is very long. So that's a little bit tricky. But they have a good selection, and the personnel is knowledgeable. So
yeah, that's cool. So do you reckon does that perhaps also facilitate your exporting as well? Is that why you tend to perhaps do quite a bit of exporting?
No, I think that's mainly because what beer styles we do, to be honest. That it's more, more export friendly, I guess. Yeah. So we don't do any lagers, and we don't really focus on like restaurant customers. We don't do pails and stuff like that to sell to restaurants or normal pubs. So our local market is pretty small. We don't have a huge presence in Malmö, for instance. Actually, our biggest customer in Malmö is another brewery, which has their own tap room. So they always want one of our beers. But they brew lagers and stuff so there's no overlap.
Yeah. So do you do any core ranges?
No,
or is it just used brew?
No. We rebrew some beers which are popular that like sells a lot. But normally we do new beers all the time. Yeah. So and that's kind of it's fun, but also it can be frustrating, of course, because you have one beer that's very good, but it has a certain life cycle. On sales wise. So then you need to come up with something new.
No, for sure.
And I think that's like kind of driven by this. I need to kind of I need to try this and this and that because I haven't checked it in or on Untapped. So those customers maybe
I haven't checked anything in over the weekend.
No.
God knows how many beers that I've actually got through. But I mean, it kind of gets to the point where you just write it off. It's a lost cause. I'm not going to try.
Yeah, exactly. no, I used to use Untappd before I was a commercial brewer, but since then, no. So
no,
I use it to check our beers and other beers, but I don't use it as a rating tool.
No. I've seen like we had Addy from Blackout, Romanian brewery last year on, and he was saying like, you know, how great it is in the sense of, you know, Blackout got picked up literally based off just a reputation that you know, and ratings on Untappd.
Yeah, but that's the case for many brewers, like especially on export.
Yeah,
so.
And but when he uses Untappd, but he doesn't give any scores.
No,
it's just literally like it's an unrated thing. It's more just sort of like tick off what he's had, which I quite like actually. That's a smart idea.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole to discuss that, but but I respect that. It's good.
Yeah. So I mean, what is next for Elmeleven? I mean,
we're just trying to, you know, make great beers and you know, come up with new cool things. And right now we are working really hard on IPAs and try kind of to make the same journey as we have done with the sours, you know, to make them better each brew, kind of. Yeah, and go from there. But yeah, we're really busy at the moment, which is good. So we're trying to sell as much as possible. Yeah. So
well, it's been really nice that being able to like find your stuff a lot easier now. It seems to have just kind of come out of nowhere, really. That like from about October, it just seems to be popping up in our local bottle shop and stuff.
Yeah, we have been exporting to UK for quite some years, but it's a good market for us. Really, it is. Yeah. So
I take it you're going to say distant lands is the
yes. We have been working then since that's before COVID. So we really like them. Sam and Ed over there, it's very good people, and they take good care of our beer.
Good guys.
Yeah. So it's a good match, I would say. And so we just want to keep growing, I guess, and like kind of keep our ear to the ground and see what's next, you know, on the market, and what people like, and kind of like the cream stouts, you know, like what's the next cool thing to do, and what sticks, what is not sticking. So we'll see.
That's nice, man.
It's a cool future.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. We're just going to finish off with, so the channel is, one of our sponsors is a beer mat company called Mosaic Board Printers.
Right.
And they've printed off some beer mats for us. So what we've been doing in conjunction with that is a little bit of beer mat flipping.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I mean, is this a concept that you're familiar with in Sweden?
Yes, I am. I have a friend that's pretty good, but they never heard of it.
No, like Jan from Factory was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
Right, so what we're doing, currently the record is Daniel from Offusa. He's done 30. 30.
Wow. 30, that's
it's quite a few. So that's 10.
Yeah.
You can get your hand in it a little bit, just sort of like give yourself a couple of practices. That's a good start. And from there, I
will talk with Daniel later and see. I'm not going to do 10 even, I don't think. Can I try first?
Give it a go.
Yeah, they constantly did like that, right? And then grab it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Daniel kind of almost did that. That's not far off. It's not far off.
Okay, so now I do it.
Have another practice. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I'd allow that. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's 20.
So
if you want to try,
I want to try 31.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If double check that number, it's 3, 6, 9, 11 there. So that is 31. We've been quite strict on only having one go on it, so you've got one attempt to try and get 31 and knock Daniel off his spot.
Watch this, Daniel.
Oh, there wasn't a flip. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, you can have one more go.
No, it wasn't a flip.
Have one more go.
Okay. All right.
For the record.
No.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I mean, Daniel, putting a good showing there for Portugal.
Yes, I will let him have it.
Right, Anders, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I imagine now we've got to go and pretty much open up and start slinging,
guess so.
slinging beer.
Slinging beer. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for coming on, and
Thanks for having me.
I'll come and visit you in Sweden.
Do it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
The Rivington Farm Trip speed dating sessions are produced by Planet Beer TV, with filming and audio recording by Luke Bartlett, with a special thanks to Hal Cockcroft for supplying the drone footage. A huge thanks to the breweries for giving up their time to speak to us, Ben and the team at Rivington for having us, and Mosaic Bold Print for sponsoring the series.